Okay, so today's project's gonna be a good one for you. We have some leftover Mod Podge and some Martha Stewart glitter. So we are gonna get it on with this crafting. So I'm gonna draw something, lay down some paint. This is definitely my sister's Blick Studio acrylic that I'm stealing, but she's not using it, and there's 16 ounces of this. So we're gonna do something with it. I was inspired by the green yesterday, so we're gonna do something green today. And put some glitter on top. Honestly, if I have the paint, I doubt I'll need Mod Podge, but I already laid out a tub of Mod Podge, not a tub, but I laid out a little pool of Mod Podge, and I have my old paintbrush that I already tested it out with. And this is why it's good to have old paintbrushes. If your paintbrush looking a little funky, don't throw it out because you can use it for things like glue. But yeah, we're going to get started. Okay, so this is a test so far of how everything goes. So far the paper does withstand well to the acrylic. It bubbles, as you can see right here, when it's wet, but it does lay down flat when it's dry. And I also put the glitter on the beak, and it depends on how much glue you put, but what I wanted to see is whether or not the Mod Podge would cause the dry acrylic paint to bleed, and it does not. So that's really, really good. I'm not actually going to go with a picture yet because I wanted to see how everything would go. And so this is what it looks like over here when I tried to draw with my Faber-Castell over the wet acrylic. This is what it looks like when I draw with my Faber-Castell over the dry acrylic. And this is what happens when I put the pen down first and then paint over it. So I definitely want to do this one. This one ended up the most vibrant of the three options. This one's kind of difficult because it kind of just, it wasn't working. So either you let it dry and go over it, or do it underneath. And so I'd rather just do it in pencil, paint over it, because you can see the paint will actually cause it to dull in, whereas here it's more vibrant blacks. So that's what I'm going to do for the next picture. And I don't think I'll do anything with the glitter for the next picture, to be honest. It gets everywhere, and I don't know, I'm just not gonna do anything with it. It's not the way I thought it would go, not at all. But the paints, I do love how I can get deep or light depending on how much water I put. So that's probably what I'll play around with for the next picture. Nevertheless, for this test, we're gonna date it 11, 19, 18. And this is going to be the paint test. It's just... Okay. Also, I used my Faber-Castells because I wasn't afraid of ruining them. I didn't want to put any Copics or any of my Zig cartooning pens over the acrylic, whereas these, I don't mind losing it because it's not much of a loss anyway. So that's why it's always good to have some pens you don't really care too much about, so you're free to experiment. This is the test so far, and it's really, really cute. It's just a rendition of this little bird on my mug. So yeah, that's that.